Good morning, children. Today we are going to study minerals. What I am giving you from home assignment. As a home assignment, this chapter I am giving you. So, first minerals. What is minerals? Simply, mineral is a substance which we are finding inside from the inside of the earth, such as water. What you are drinking, this is also a mineral. Coal, petroleum, mica, everything is. These are all are minerals. So, minerals are of various types. First here, metallic and non-metallic. These two types of minerals are important. Metallic, the minerals from which we are getting the metals such as iron ore, bauxite, cuprite. These are the metallic. And non-metallic, you know that mica, marble, limestone, granite. These are minerals, but they are not metallic. Means we are not getting metal from them. And you know the uses of the metals. Metals are much used. They are playing a very significant role in our daily life. Such as iron, you know that iron is also known as the backbone of the industry. Why? Because all the machines are made up of iron. In your home, in your surroundings, your bike, your car, your scooty, your cycle, everything is made up of iron. In your mother's kitchen, many utensils such as a knife, this is also made up of iron. Your home, roof is inside the roof, there are rods made up of iron, you know that. And this is also of two types. Metallic minerals are of two types, ferrous and non-ferrous. Ferrous here means having the carbon and its types. You have studied about hematite. These are ferrous, means from where we are getting the iron. These are known as ferrous. And non-ferrous means the metallic substance which are not having the iron in its contents. It is known as non-ferrous. Aluminium, you know that. Copper, you know that. Again, mica, you know that. These are non-ferrous. You see that both have their own benefits. Mica. What is the use of mica? You know that mica is widely used to making insulators. What are insulators? Insulators you have seen on the top of the electric pole. Some round substances or some long substances are there on which wire is wrapped. Open wire is wrapped. And these are inserted on the electric poles. These are very high quality of insulator, so that the electricity is not passing towards the pole. And we are many other, such as in your iron, you are ironing your clothes. Inside that there is a nichrome coil, and upper part and lower part both mica has kept. Mica is a good conductor of heat, but very means and insulator of electricity. This property has made it much valuable, and India is the largest producer and largest exporter of mica. But in these days, by mixing various types of non-metallic substances, some countries have developed another material which is used as mica instead of mica. But still, Indian insulator made up of Indian mica, it is regarded as best in the world. Australia, America, Russia, England, means nearly all the Western countries are the buyer of our insulator. And they are non-ferrous. Conventional source of energy, it means non-renewable. We cannot renew it. Conventional, coming from generation to generation, such as coal, petroleum, wood, cow dung. They are conventional source of energy. Conventional here, we cannot renew it. We cannot renew it. That's why it is known as conventional. And unconventional, renewable, such as solar energy, wind energy, hydropower. These are known as non-conventional or renewable source of energy. You will find the differences. What are the differences between conventional and non-conventional? It's easy if you will think. There is not any need of learning this, such as conventional, polluting the environment, non-conventional, not polluting the environment. we have to pay for them, such as we have to buy coal, petroleum, wood, and solar energy, wind energy, hydro, water. They are freely available in the nature. In this way, and we have to store them. There is not any need to store them. In this way, we have much. Only for hydroelectricity, we have to store the water in the tank. Coal, you know that. What is the use of coal? Coal is much important thing, means non-ferrous and non-metallic minerals for us. It is the largest source of energy in our country. We have nearly hundreds of thermal power stations where coal is used for giving them energy. And steel plants, every plants where they are smelting any raw material to making metals like this, they are in need of coal as a fuel. So it's earlier in every home, means many homes in the countryside and towns, people were using coal for cooking the food. But in these days, this is now not applicable, because first polluting the environment, second we have to store the coal, and you know that this stove chulha is needed for this burning the coal, wood is needed, kerosene oil is needed. To know why? Because the ignition point of coal is very high. First we have to heat it at a large temperature and then it start burning. But coal is today industrial use, its usage industrial. Earlier, coal was used for running the trains. In old films such as Gadar, such as Sholay, you have seen that steam engine, it was known as a steam engine, where coal was used as fuel. So its types are peat, lignite, bituminous and anthracite. Peat is regarded as the inferior quality of the coal. Means here we are getting nearly 30 to 40% of carbon contents in peat. So more residue we will find, and after residue, more residue and more smoke we are getting from this. This is next is the lignite. Lignite is a little superior than the peat. Here carbon contains nearly 50%. Again, you will find that more residue are left, but bituminous and anthracite are regarded as the best quality. And these two are used in the steel plants and other places where we are having blast furnace. A surprising thing you will find that we are rich in only peat and lignite, and there is deficiency of bituminous and anthracite in our country. And we are importing this from Australia. Australia is the largest producer of bitumen and anthracite, and they have less steel plants, but they are need of this peat and lignite in their thermal power stations. And these thermal power stations are in need of peat and lignite. So the same ship which is bringing the bituminous and anthracite from Australia, the same ship is taking the peat and lignite. That's why the transportation cost has reduced. But in these days, in our country here, in bituminous nearly 80% is the coal contains, carbon contains, and anthracite it is nearly 90%. So they are regarded as the best quality of the coal, and after burning they are not producing much pollutant and not giving us more residue. That's why it is safe to use and more applicable for blast furnace. This is again we will continue this lesson, and I am giving you assignment from home of this lesson. So again I am going you to give few questions. You have to do this.